This is Portal Point.
All right, middle row. Middle row. Take your knees in the small of my back.
It's a massage.
We got it. Both sides.
That's it.
Up.
Small.
Just keep trying. Quite well.
Oh, nice. That was pretty good. If you land, you're going to crush a beautiful sculpture. That's clearly a seal on the right, and the left, I do not know what that is. What happens if a seal just sits on one of them?
And it turns over.
Then the seal has a nice time.
Yeah, they can swim.
They got to stay for on water, and if they are hit by ice, they
Looks like a big fat seal.
Yeah.
I'll have to go diving on one of these ones. Air bubble, but the air bubble gets slowly out of the ice. As we come towards the ship,
oh my gosh.
I see your front seal and I raise it. Nine.
Motor vessel, sea spirit.
I've got my sea legs finally.
Dinner with a view. Oh, that's a vibe.
They're like, is this
I never thought I would be listening to Phil Collins and watching penguins porpoising away in Antarctica. Hello! All right.
Everyone, we have a special song. It's an acoustic, so hope you will enjoy your meal and hope you will enjoy our special presentation. Thank you. Do it all, everything on our own. We don't need anything or anyone. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Don't quite know how to say or how I feel.
Species of whales, right? Or at least the humpback whale, and some of you also saw the minke whale, right? Smaller whale. So let me present some of the characteristics of a whale, of what we usually call a whale. In English, the word whale is a bit tricky because it actually refers to the size of the animal and not to the actual characteristic of a true whale. So the word mustache whale comes from a Latin and Greek name. This one. So in Greek, whales were firstly named by Aristotle, this philosopher, 300 years before the Christ era, and he gave this name to the whales. It says mustoketos. So mustoketos in Greek can be translated to the English as the mouse whale. So this is a kind of a play considering the size of a mouse, a very small animal, and of a whale, a very big animal. But then there is another translation, another name for these animals. That is this one, mustakoketos. So mustako in Greek means mustache, and ketos, now you know that it means whale. So these are the mustache whales. So why these animals are called like that, mustache whales? And it is because of this. So these animals do not have teeth, like we have. They have this kind of structures that are holding from the upper part of the jaw, of the mandible, that are called baleen plates. They have on each side of the jaw, and reach 33 meters in length. Really heavy animal. And look at the humpback whale, how the humpback whale fits in this diagram. So it's half of the blue whale. And there you can see some other, let's say, famous whales. The sperm whale, it's actually a tooth whale because these animals have teeth. Sperm whale, Moby Dick is a sperm whale. they hunt squid and they need teeth to hunt these big animals. So this is not the baleen whale. Principally, males sing to attract females and to tell other males that this is my territory. And songs of humpback whales are different for each population. So the North Atlantic population sings differently from the South Atlantic, from the South Pacific, North Pacific. So they're quite interesting animals. So far, we haven't been able to record the same song twice. But let's have a look and let's hear how these songs look like. So this is the one that lasts 48 hours. Just kidding.
That's amazing because it's not too often that we see it because krill during the day they go deep to 100 or 200 meters and then during the night they go to the surface. That's why most of the animals will go during the night to feed on krill. But yeah, krill is really important here in Antarctica. It's the base of the whole food web. No penguins, no seals, no fur seals, no humpback whales would exist if it wouldn't be for the krill. And just where the name came from is it came from a Norwegian word meaning whale food. So when the Norwegians started to catch whales, and they were cleansing the whales, and they will also started to analyze their contents. They found that these little crustaceans that they thought they were actually little fish, and then they call it whale food. Whale food. So that's how the name derives on krill. It's a Norwegian word actually in Antarctica. So this part of Antarctica is not so affected, but the peninsula is highly being affected on this regard. So again, it's believed actually that by mid of this century, the temperature will rise at least one degree, and that's enough to reduce almost 50% of the population of krill, which is very scary. So yeah, a decline of more than 50% during the last 30 years already happening in colonies in South Shetland Islands. So this is due to the lack of krill because of the global warming, but also fisheries. So this is one of the key points here because Antarctic krill is being fished even we don't notice it. It's happening around us. So Antarctica, it's a place for peace and science, but there's no regulations at the sea. There's no marine areas in Antarctica, believe it or not. Even it's like a huge big reserve. There's no marine reserve areas. So a lot of things without control are happening around. This is how the krill fishery started with trolling nets. 40 years ago, really the humpback whale population was in danger of extinction. And luckily now, in the last years, this population, specifically the humpback whales that we have seen here, they have been growing every year. But now they are facing this new threat. More people will share this to protect this place. So first thing we can do is not buying krill products, for example.
Vietnamese style brandy. Ta-da!
Here we go.
No, yes, no.
What do you think?
I love it. How do you?
No, I like it. I like it strong. It's just like it's showing you a different way of how other people drink it. Yeah. So because I noticed you drink brandy, and I was like, hey, this is how white people drink it. So.
I love it strong. I love it strong. How do you love it on? Strong?
Neat, straight up, the way nature intended.